Hi, are you Paul? Jim? Oh, nice to meet you. Good to meet you. Oh no, it's not what I want to do. Um, it says, mm, good morning. Well, we have a lot to do today, so let's get going. If you caught up with your reading assignment, you already read the article on three types of language. But before we go on with the discussion, I want to take a few minutes to compare them. Okay, standard language first. That language is comprehended, used, and considered acceptable by most speakers, I mean native speakers. So definitions of words and phrases in standard language they are found in the dictionary. They can be used in both formal and informal situation settings. And this is important. Standard language is appropriate in both and speech and writing. I say that all of these characters combine to make standard language. Well, let's just say that it's a permanent core language. That when as the colloquial language, which is included in dictionaries, but colloquial language is marked. And usually it's a colloquial idioms. So these patterns of colloquial language are understood and used and accepted in informal exchanges and well, people use them in informal situations, but they are not really considered appropriate in formal settings. Did I say that the colloquial language is more prevalent in speech than writing? The colloquialism becomes so much part of the culture that sometimes it often evolves into standard language. So you can compare another dictionary with a recent dictionary on that way. You can see how phrases that are marked as colloquial lose that designation in later edition of the same dictionary. Okay, so you can see that the colloquial idiom lasts a long time is remaining popular in colloquial speech, as I said, in current standard language and become a permanent part of the language. Well, that's very different from slang expression because this is a key point. Slang is usually a temporary phenomenon. It's used by some speakers or group in informal situations and much more common in speech than writing. Sometimes they're included dictionary, but they are already clarified as slang. When you check later dictionary quite often, this slang expression is no longer included because it's out of style. Now let's consider the three types of language and continue from the most and least formal. So if you do that, the colloquial language would have to go between standard and slang. So the slang is often relegated to a contorified and standard language contains stable elements of language and colloquial language has the potential to become a permanent part of the language, but it might not. I think it's interesting that most native speakers will use all three types of language, and they'll use them all appropriately without thinking about it. In fact, only a few speakers will be able to analyze their speech and writing using the levels that are certified in the article. Let's say, uh,